An exciting new restaurant concept has quite literally just popped up in downtown Davenport. It's called Cafe San Lorenzo, and it's located on 2nd Street in the Motor Row neighborhood. My co-host Kyle Keel is joining us live from that space right now. And Kyle, it is entirely outdoors.
Yes, Morgan, it is. You can enjoy the elements and enjoy some Italian food here in the Quad Cities, located right between Half Nelson as well as the Last Picture House here in downtown Davenport. An idea that started as a joke, I'm told, kind of turned into the real thing. And joining me now is the owner of Cafe San Lorenzo. I'm talking with Matt Osborne. Matt, thank you so much for having us down here today.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, so talk about this idea. You know, you were saying that you and the head chef, you had some discussions about it kind of as a joke, but it just turned into what it is today.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So Chef Connor and I knew that this year we needed to do something different on patio season, just because patio season is not a particularly exciting time of year for us.
Sure.
So we had talked about doing a special patio menu or doing an abbreviated menu outside, and then the ideas kind of started to churn, and it was like, well, what if it was sort of a thematic menu? And the Italian idea kind of came up, and we kept talking about it, and then at a certain point it was like, well, maybe it's not funny anymore, maybe it is really just a good idea. So that's the direction we went with. So, yeah.
All right, you went with it, and you made this a very beautiful space for people to enjoy outside. And talk about the response from the community. You've been open a week ago today.
Yeah.
Is when you opened up the patio, the Cafe San Lorenzo. So how's business been?
You know, it's honestly exceeded my my wildest expectations so far. I don't think I've worked this hard since the last time we opened a restaurant. So it's been really good. It's been really exciting. Every day I've come out here to start setting up, and there's been at least the startings of a line on the sidewalk. So that's a good problem to have.
Well, I was waiting for you. There were a couple people out here. They were like, "When do you open?" I'm like, I think they're open in a couple of hours. You'll have to come back. So, yeah, I think people are definitely curious, and you know, they've seen the buzz on social media. So we got to talk about the menu. What's on the menu?
Sure, absolutely. So the menu is really trim, because you know we still use the same kitchen to do our normal menu inside. So there are a few things in every course on the menu, and the menu is kind of laid out like a menu in Italy would be, with antipasto and primo, seconde, dolce. So there's the opportunity to have sort of a lighter dish or a couple of lighter dishes, or to go all in and, you know, get some protein and sides. And I think really the menu is designed in our minds, and I think people have understood this right away, that it's best to just kind of order one of everything and share everything at the table.
There you go.
Yeah, and so a very kind of like family style way of doing things is how we've done it.
Yeah, sounds like a good formula to have as you're coming down here to Cafe San Lorenzo. They are going to be open the same hours as the Half Nelson, so that's 4:30 to 9 from Tuesday through Saturday. The good news is you don't have to have a reservation. You can just come on down. And incredible. So we'll talk about that, and Matt is partnering up with the Last Picture House for an event coming up next week. Of course, all of these businesses here on Motor Row like to support one another, so we'll talk to Matt about that coming up in the second half hour. For Quad Cities Live in Davenport, I'm Kyle Keel. Morgan, we'll send it back to you.